The mind-bending concept of linguistic relativity. Have you ever wondered how the language you speak affects the way you think and perceive the world around you? Alright, check this out. In this video, we're going to explore the mind-bending concept of linguistic relativity. Linguistic relativity, also known as the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, is the idea that the language you speak shapes the way you think and perceive reality. In other words, the words and grammar of your language influence the way you process information, categorize objects, and conceptualize the world. For example, let's say you speak a language that doesn't have a word for blue. Does that mean you can't see or perceive the color blue? Not necessarily, but it might mean that you have a harder time distinguishing between shades of blue than someone who speaks a language that has multiple words for different shades of blue. Similarly, if your language doesn't make a clear distinction between past, present, and future tenses, you might have a different sense of time than someone who speaks a language that does. In fact, studies have shown that speakers of futureless languages are better at saving money and making long-term plans, because they don't see the future as a distant and abstract concept. But linguistic relativity isn't just about vocabulary and grammar. It can also affect the way we perceive social relationships, gender roles, and even morality. For example, some languages don't have words for please or thank you, but that doesn't mean the speakers are rude or ungrateful. It might mean that their culture values directness and brevity over politeness. In conclusion, linguistic relativity is a fascinating concept that challenges our assumptions about language, thought, and reality. It reminds us that there are countless ways to experience the world, and that language is just one of many lenses through which we can understand it. So the next time you speak or hear a different language, remember that you're not just learning new words and grammar rules, you're also expanding your mind and your perspective on the world.